Well, I'm Sophia Greene, and I am a certified ethical hacker. I began as a young girl growing up on the south side of Chicago. Honestly, where I am today is not something that I honestly thought could be accomplished. It took for me to actually join the military, which is where I began my IT career. I started out working in help desk, and then once I deployed, I actually was able to see different aspects of information technology. Um, Upon my completion of my 7 years in the military, I worked as a systems administrator, and I also deployed as a contractor there. And just did some general help desk. And once I came back, I worked as a division lead systems administrator. After that, I decided to take a break for about 4 years. And then I realized that I kind of wanted to get back into tech, but I realized that it was a lot more difficult. So I realized that in order to have some kind of leverage getting back into tech, I needed to take some additional training, which kind of geared me towards certified ethical hacking. I thought certified ethical hacking allowed me to think outside the box. And it's pretty much brought me to where I am today. And it gave me a different insight to a different side of information technology. CEH just really allowed me to be able to think in terms of a hacker. Coming from a system admin background, that's not something that was very familiar to me. So being able to receive a CEH allowed me to be able to think about different attack vectors, think about different avenues where attackers are able to gain access to your information or into your system, which kind of for me unlocked different levels of growth and achievement. And it challenged me to want to do additional research and to uh, do a lot of hands on learning and knowledge and experience. And because of that, it's just given me so much more experience and a lot more leverage when it comes to career, career progression and just establishing a very solid and lucrative position. It certainly did. Prior to receiving my CEH, I was working at an elementary school. I was at a point to where I had almost given up on getting back into the IT field because it was just really difficult. Once I actually did receive my CEH, I was able to start a small business where I provide digital forensic services to people as well as organizations. And I also have secured a position as a vulnerability and compliance management analyst. So it's been very lucrative for me. My salary literally almost tripled compared to what I had received, and it gave me a confidence, and it allowed me and confirmed within me that I can do anything, that I want to do. And I'm honestly in my dream job position, a position that I know for certain that I would have not been able to receive without this training and without this knowledge. It's honestly changed my life. Having CEH, just as a baseline, just opened up my eyes to different opportunities. Even once I completed my CEH, I decided to go on to other things, whether that was hands-on experiences, whether that was capture the flag, diving deeper into different knowledge bases, connecting with other people, being able to go to different events and connect with them and learn with them as well. And it's just changed the trajectory of my life. I'm able to have a lot more freedom. The knowledge that I receive, the position that I have, it's a completely remote position, which meant that I'm able to spend more time with my children. I'm able to actually do a job that I love and be compensated for it without worrying about the financial lacking of doing a job that I was overqualified for and wasn't fulfilled in. So I think having CEH and going into interviews and being able to state that I do have it and to be able to demonstrate to them the knowledge that I did learn from having a CEH certificate was very beneficial, and it was very life-changing for me. It did. To be honest, I volunteer at a local shelter, which allows me to be able to communicate and talk to other people. So I speak to children regularly as well as adults. Even in my previous job, I was able to kind of give them some of the knowledge and some of the tips as far as securing their cell phone, securing their home network, and just kind of sharing the knowledge that I learned to kind of help them protect themselves just in everyday aspects. So even throughout, my day, if I come into contact with other people, usually I'm able to strike up a conversation where I'm able to kind of share the knowledge that I've learned, even if that means protecting themselves or giving them information that they could help protect their loved ones. Honestly speaking, because CEH was quite new to me, I thought the entire program as a whole was very exciting. I thought being able to go through the different concepts of how attackers gain knowledge, gain open source intelligence, um, the way that they think, um, just that overall concept was so new to me. I had no idea that people thought in the way that they did, and people would think in a way to be malicious and to be harmful. And to be able to gain that knowledge and to be able to use it as a way to build a level of defense, I thought that that was very interesting. And just to be able to not only be privy to that information, but to learn of different tools and different methods that you could use to counter the possibility of, those malicious attacks was amazing to me.